Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing amazing. Today marks the second day of our English learning journey. If you are truly ready to boost your skills, you are in the exact right place. I am absolutely sure that this podcast is going to give you massive value and help you along the way. Without further ado, let's dive straight into it.
I read somewhere that there are over 1.5 billion people learning English right now. That's nearly 20% of the world's population trying to master this one language.
Wow, that's incredible. It really puts into perspective just how universal English has become.
Exactly. And yet, for so many of those learners, speaking English remains the most challenging part. It's not just about knowing the grammar or vocabulary, it's about having the confidence to actually use it in real life situations.
Oh, absolutely. I think speaking feels so much more personal than reading or writing. When you speak, you're putting yourself out there, and mistakes can feel so much more exposed.
Right? And that's why today we're diving into the topic of how to improve spoken English. It's something that so many learners struggle with, but there are practical strategies that can make a huge difference.
That's such a great idea. I mean, how many times have we heard people say, I can understand English and I can even write it, but when it comes to speaking, I just freeze?
Too many times to count. And it's not just beginners who feel that way. Even intermediate and advanced learners often hesitate because they're afraid of making mistakes.
Do you think that fear of mistakes is the biggest hurdle for most learners?
It's definitely one of the biggest. People have this idea that they need to speak perfectly, and that perfectionism holds them back. But here's the thing, no one ever learned to speak fluently without making mistakes along the way.
That's such an important point. I think it's worth repeating. Mistakes are not something to avoid. They're actually a crucial part of the learning process.
Exactly. And that brings us to our first tip for improving spoken English. Embrace your mistakes.
Okay, but let's be honest. That's easier said than done. How do you convince yourself that it's okay to mess up?
Well, think of it this way. Every mistake you make is an opportunity to learn something new. If you say something incorrectly and someone corrects you, you've just learned the right way to say it. And if no one corrects you, you've still practiced speaking, and that's a win in itself.
So the key takeaway here is to start speaking today, even if your English isn't perfect.
That's exactly right. Progress is so much more important than perfection.
I love that mindset. It's so encouraging and takes so much of the pressure off.
Now, let's talk about another common challenge. A lot of learners say, I want to practice speaking, but I don't have anyone to talk to.
Oh, I've heard that one so many times. It's a real problem, especially for people who don't live in an English-speaking environment.
It is. But the good news is, there are ways to work around it. One of the simplest and most effective methods is to speak to yourself.
Speak to yourself? That sounds a little odd.
It might sound odd at first, but trust me, it works. Think about it. When you talk to yourself, you're practicing forming sentences, using vocabulary, and even working on your pronunciation, all without the pressure of having an audience.
Okay, I'm intrigued. How would that look in practice?
It's pretty straightforward. You can start by narrating your day in English. For example, you might say, I'm making breakfast, or I'm getting ready to go to work.
Oh, I see. It's like you're narrating your life as it happens.
Exactly. And as you get more comfortable, you can start talking about more complex topics, like your future plans, your opinions on something, or even just random thoughts that pop into your head.
I can see how that would help. Plus, it's a great way to start thinking in English instead of constantly translating from your native language.
That's such an important point. The more you train yourself to think in English, the more natural it becomes to speak it.
What about reading aloud? Do you think that's a useful exercise for improving spoken English?
Oh, absolutely. Reading aloud is one of the best ways to work on your pronunciation, fluency, and overall confidence.
So, the idea is to pick something to read and just say it out loud?
Exactly. It could be anything, a short article, a story, or even a lesson you're studying. The goal is to practice speaking clearly and confidently.
I really like that. It's such a low-pressure way to practice speaking.
And it's also a great way to expose yourself to new vocabulary and sentence structures.
Speaking of vocabulary, a lot of learners spend hours memorizing individual words. Do you think that's enough to improve their speaking skills?
Memorizing vocabulary is important, but it's not enough on its own. What's even more useful is learning phrases,
Why are phrases more effective than individual words?
because conversations aren't made up of isolated words, they're made up of phrases. When you learn useful phrases, you're essentially learning the building blocks of real-life conversations.
Can you give some examples of phrases that learners should focus on?
Absolutely. Instead of just learning the word agree, learn the phrase I agree with you. Or instead of memorizing the word help, learn the phrase could you help me?
That makes so much sense. It's like you're learning the tools you need to actually communicate, not just random vocabulary.
Exactly. And I always recommend that learners keep a notebook of useful phrases, write them down, review them regularly, and try to use them in conversations whenever you can.
That's such a practical tip. I'm already imagining how helpful it would be to have a little notebook filled with go-to phrases.
It's a game changer for sure.
Now, here's a question I hear all the time. How long does it take to become fluent in English?
That's a tough one because it really depends on the individual. Everyone learns at a different pace, and there are so many factors that can influence how quickly you progress.
But there's no magic shortcut, right?
Unfortunately, no. But one thing that can make a huge difference is consistency. Even just 15 minutes of practice a day can add up to significant progress over time.
I think a lot of learners feel discouraged because they don't see immediate results.
That's completely normal. The key is to focus on small achievements and celebrate every improvement, no matter how small it might seem.
Should learners compare themselves to others?
Definitely not. The only person you should compare yourself to is your past self.
That's such great advice. It's so easy to get caught up in comparing yourself to someone who might have a completely different learning journey.
Exactly. Everyone's path is unique. And the important thing is to keep moving forward.
Before we wrap up, can you summarize the tips we've talked about today?
Of course. First, don't be afraid of making mistakes. Start speaking today, even if your English isn't perfect. Second, practice every day, whether it's speaking to yourself, reading aloud, or listening to English content. Third, focus on learning useful phrases rather than just individual words. Fourth, stay consistent and patient. And finally, celebrate your progress, no matter how small.
Those are such valuable tips. I think they'll be really helpful for anyone trying to improve their spoken English.
I hope so. And remember, the journey to fluency is a marathon, not a sprint.
That's a great note to end on. Thank you for such an insightful discussion today.
Thank you as well. And to everyone listening, keep practicing and never give up.
We'll see you next time. Happy learning.
Take care, everyone. Goodbye.